What's good, YouTube? I'm way later to this video than I wanted to be this year, but with all the constant release date changes going on and movies being delayed or pushed up, I wanted to wait until as late as possible to make this. And since I'm going to watch one of these movies this week, I gotta come out with it now. So let's go ahead, jump right into it. At number 10, I originally had Avatar 2, but like I was saying, with this movie specifically having a history of constant release date changes, and me thinking that they definitely have to make sure this is a success for just the memes and just the constant talk on how this is coming out this year, and then basically like over 10 years later we still haven't gotten the second one. So just being on the safe side, I decided to go ahead and swap this one out with one that I know for sure is coming out, because it's coming out on Netflix only, which is Knives Out 2. Knives Out 2 is actually going to be my number 10. I really liked the first one, and I believe Daniel Craig's coming back for the second one as well. Just to have a really well-known cast and like a very star-studded cast, and a pretty cool like murder mystery storyline. I mean, it's just all around an entertaining movie. I'm not too sure what the exact plot is going to be, but considering it's going to be relatively the same with having a star-studded cast, Daniel Craig's going to be back as probably the same little detective guy he was, and like I said, it's probably going to be a whole new setting and whatnot, and we got new characters and everything. So just really looking forward to seeing it. I don't think we have even a trailer yet, but if we do, I definitely have not seen it yet. Moving on to number 9, I have A Death on the Nile, which is kind of similar in like storyline to the other one, to my number 10, but this one is a sequel as well, which is the Murder on the Oriental Express. Same thing, got the main guy, he's going to be reprising his role. Star-studded cast, like a bunch of well-known people. I don't think this one has as well-known as celebrities as the Knives Out cast, but nonetheless, it has a lot of people that you probably definitely know from other movies and shows. And I just think, once again, the first one of this series or whatever, I really enjoyed. It's just that kind of like who did it, keeps you guessing, keeps you engaged in the whole movie the whole time, and that's always fun. It's something that can entertain you while you being engaged in the entire story the whole way through, instead of like wondering when it's going to get over and all that. Anything like that I really enjoy. Really looking forward to that one. Moving on to number 8 is Hocus Pocus 2, and it's coming out on Halloween, which is awesome. It's going to be so nostalgic to see the 3 original Sanderson sisters back. They're bringing back Billy the Butcher, same actor there. And then what else? I'm not too sure who else is reprising their roles or anything, but if they do, what is it, like the kids and everything, I'm not too sure who else is coming back, but if they do bring anybody else back, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be nice to watch the first one and this one back to back. I hope they have a special showing in theaters for this near me, because I would love to see it on the big screen, but who knows, we'll just have to wait and see. Moving on to number 7, I have Halloween Ends. This one, I'm looking forward to this one, I think maybe a little bit more so than Halloween Kills. I really was looking forward to Halloween Kills, but I know that the pandemic probably really had something to do with that movie being as chopped up as it was. Like, for example, the last scene where Michael, it looks like it's like a carousel, and he's just, just frame by frame switching to people dying and showing him. That kind of thing, I think because of the whole quarantining and how they were having to shoot this, I think they had to do it like that for that reason. So I think it could have been better when it came to like kills and all that, but I mean, it still had a lot of really good moments, so I'm not going to say it was a bad movie. I didn't enjoy the whole hospital storyline, but anything with Michael in it, like him on screen, that whole movie, anything with him was golden. So really looking forward to this one. Hopefully they don't go into too much explanation, but just a little bit of like into the whole psychology of Michael and whatnot would be cool. So on to number 6, I have Nope, and let me just say my anticipation for this one went up so much after they dropped the trailer for the Super Bowl. Jordan Peele just knows how to get you intrigued into something. There's something about the way he does things. Like, I'll give you an example. If you've seen the trailer and the lights go off and it's in the field and then it's just quiet and then slowly the title comes down and it says from Jordan Peele. I mean, just little details like that I see as like so creative, especially with it being like if it's alien related, the whole it coming from down and like down below, as if it was like a UFO over the house. I mean, I'm sorry, that just screams creativity to me. And the title itself being like an acronym for our not of planet Earth, which a lot of people are throwing around, or not on planet Earth. Either way, so creative, and I just can't wait to see what else it's gonna be, because I think this what is it? The suspense and everything in that movie is going to be unlike the other two movies he has had. Moving on to number 5, I have Jurassic World 3, another one that the trailer just increased the hype levels. I mean, I know a lot of people have not enjoyed this Jurassic World series as much as the original Jurassic Park series, but I gotta say, with this one, I think everybody will come to an agreement that this one will be very, very good, I guess, if you want to say, or at least like a really fitting end to it, because for them to be able to bring back the original 3 from the first one, it makes this one that much better. I mean, I don't know how much good it could have been without them, but I'm sure it still would have been a good movie, but to have that nostalgic, and the nostalgicness in it, and to just see them and just they look so good. I mean, it's gonna be something. I mean, it's probably gonna be a movie I cry in, because I loved Jurassic Park as a kid, and so to see those characters once again on the big screen with dinosaurs that I just absolutely loved as a kid, I'm going to just be all up in it, all up in that theater. Who knows how many times I'm going to watch this one, but yeah, I can't wait. And it's the end of the trilogy that they're making, the end of the Jurassic era, as they say. So we'll just have to see if they end up branching off into a spin-off, or if this really is the end. Who knows? I can't wait, though. Let's go on to number 4. We have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I really enjoyed the animation style of the first one. I'm not too big into animated properties, I guess you could say. It's just hard for me to get engaged in animation, I guess you could say. But things like Invincible or this, I mean, that kind of stuff, I can watch that and really enjoy it. I mean, because to me, I'm watching that, but I could see it in live action so well, because it looks like it screams it would be so good in live action. But I really enjoyed Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I really love the whole idea of just multiple versions or multiple other realities or all that kind of stuff. Just the variations that there could be of everything is just very intriguing to me. And so with us going through just multiple Spider-Verses and what is it? It came out that when they go to different universes in this movie, like the animation style is going to be different in each universe. I really can't wait to see that. Visually, I think this movie is going to be outstanding. So I'm really excited to just have my eyes trip the whole time watching this. I really can't wait. And then also, I'm really curious to see where they go with Miles' story, because I love that they did a whole age where he's been Spider-Man for a few years and everything. He's aged up and whatnot. So really curious to see where they go from here, and where it ends and whatnot, and where do we go after this. And then Spider-Man 2099 being the antagonist, I believe, just gonna make it that much better. I mean, the more Spider-Man we can get, the better. Can we agree? And now moving on to number 3. This is where the hype and everything kind of crashed a little bit, I want to say. My anticipation for this movie was up there, but I gotta say, after the news had come out about them almost using this as a way of getting rid of Zack Snyder's basically universe, I'm just not looking forward to that now. So it's hard to really be anticipating this movie still, knowing that they're just going to use it not really as a creative way to incorporate the properties that they have. Kind of like they're doing the opposite of what Marvel's doing, where they're taking properties that didn't have anything there, that weren't canon, and they're canonizing them through like Multiverse of Madness, for example. So it's a step backwards in my opinion for Warner Bros. And I don't think anybody agrees with them doing what they're doing, using this movie. It's not creative to me, like for them to not think about the story, but think about how they can use this movie in a way to undo something they don't like, instead of like using this movie to expand on what they have and everything like that. So that's pretty much the issue that I have with this movie. Other than that, I am still going to be really excited to see the Flash and how they do the whole Flashpoint storyline, his mom and everything. How are they going to do that? Really looking forward to it. And Michael Keaton's Batman, to see him and everything, and who else they're gonna have in here. Like I really hope this is a movie that they're keeping like under wraps, and they're not gonna show too much cameos of who we're gonna see, because it'll make it at least a little bit better if we have like people show up, which I believe actually Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck are said to be reprising their roles one last time in here, but then again they're gonna be gone after that. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll pull a fast one on us, and all these rumors that they're doing that are actually false, and they find a way to keep them. That would, I'm telling you, that would be a good move on their part. But I don't see that happening, unfortunately. Down to the last two most anticipated movies of the year, and number 2, I have Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Now, if you've seen the trailer that they dropped for the Super Bowl, I don't think I need to go too much into detail as to why this is on my most anticipated list, because I would imagine it's on yours as well. That score, those visuals, the storyline, just everything is going to be so epic. It's just, that's what, it's going to be a spectacle. That's what it's going to be. I'm going to be just literally in awe of everything I'm going to be watching. All the possibilities that we're going to be getting in this movie just seem so crazy, and I cannot wait to see what they showed in the trailer was what they showed, and I can't wait to see what they didn't show. It's going to be so epic. Just the setup for all the rest of how the rest of these movies are going to be and everything. And I can't wait. It's just the further we get into this list, I feel like the less words I can come up with as to why I can't wait to see the movie I'm talking about. And so that brings us to number 1. At number 1 is going to be The Batman. I've been waiting for a solo Batman movie since I've seen The Dark Knight. When I was a kid, I want to say I've seen The Dark Knight in theaters, and then, but I definitely got the DVD, and I will say I watched that DVD so much as a kid. It's a movie that I definitely have watched 100 times. And there's not a lot of movies that I can say I've done that, other than Lion King when I was like really young. But movies that I know that I can remember, like as a teen or whatever, and all that, and up till now, that is a movie I've watched, I think, more than anything. I really enjoyed the Dark Knight series, and then I remember being a kid and then seeing The Dark Knight Rises, and that was it. When I seen that in theaters, that was the last Batman movie that we got solo-wise. We've gotten Ben Affleck and everything, and the Justice League, and we've gotten all that stuff, but we have not had a Batman movie like the Christopher Nolan ones since then. And so to have Robert Pattinson, to have the whole idea that we're going to get another trilogy, and the whole idea that they're behind it, him and Matt Reeves, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the next 6 years, and that's that's mainly why probably this is on my number one most anticipated, because this isn't just like my number one most anticipated movie like of this year, because like of all the movies that's coming out this year. It's the fact that like this movie is going to set up the next like 6 years of Batman like movies, like or you know, if they release one every 2 years, I guess. So like within the next, you know, these next 5 years, we're gonna have just this trilogy of just hopefully the highest quality Batman cinema that we've ever had. I mean, that is my hope. That is what I believe we will get. I think he can definitely do it. The fact that he's dedicated to do it, and the fact that Matt Reeves sounds like he is dedicated to do it. Very good director. So I really cannot wait to see this movie. I already got my tickets for IMAX to see it the day early and everything. So yeah, nothing more to say other than these next 2 weeks, 3 weeks need to hurry up. And that's going to do it for my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2022. Let me know down below if you also had any of these in your list, or comment below what your list is, or what your just number one movie you're looking forward to seeing this year is. If you like my video, please hit the thumbs up, and if you want to see more, just subscribe. I'll catch you guys in my next video, and until then, take it easy.